On today's video, I'm taking you on a driving tour of a brand new community called Starview in Prosper, Texas. We're going to check out what the neighborhood looks like, its prime location, and how this area is expected to grow in the coming years. I'll also cover some of my favorite floor plans and lot sizes available from Tradition Homes, along with what pricing might look like in this community. If you're considering a move to Prosper or just want to stay up to date on new developments, come take a drive with me. So that makes sense. Howdy y'all, welcome back to another video. Today, you join me over here in Prosper, Texas. I'm currently driving down Preston Road, headed to Starview. So maybe you clicked on this video because you're looking for new construction coming to the Prosper, Texas area. Maybe you're interested in Tradition Homes and building with them, or maybe just wanting to see the new updates going on over at the gates of Prosper. Also, do you guys notice anything different? Do you guys notice anything about what The Z-Bro is back, guys. We did it. I pulled the trigger 2 weeks ago. I purchased a 2019 370Z Nismo. I traded the Lexus in. That Lexus was great to me. You know, I bought that Lexus because it had a back seat, right? So I could drive people around. But, you know, 2 years of owning that car, I think only one time did I drive a buyer around in it. It seems like majority of the time, most of my buyers are either purchasing when they're like not even in town going under contract, or they're meeting me at the houses and driving around. Now I do offer driving people, but it just seemed like for the most part, the reason why I bought that Lexus, I wasn't even using it for the reason I actually bought it. So we're back to the sport car, no back seat in the back. If I do have to drive someone around, I'll just bum Victoria's Corolla. I'm sure she'll be fine with and happy with driving this around. But I just wanted to mention that real quick because we're back. So for all the OG viewers, you guys know what's up. The Z-Bro is back. Now going back into the neighborhood that we're talking about today, this is going to be Starview. I'm just going to be mentioning Tradition Homes. Highland Homes is also coming into this neighborhood as well. Those are the two builders I've noticed. I haven't noticed anything else from another builder. They've just now put in some of the roads, so luckily I can drive in here. I can't really drive around the whole area, but you're gonna have 64 and 74 foot lots in here. Highland Homes has their sign up. I know Tradition is coming into here, but I just want to talk about Tradition because they are one of my favorite builders. Not that I don't like Highland, I just really like Tradition Homes. You can see over in this neighborhood that there is a good amount of retaining walls over here. You can also see this neighborhood right off Preston Road. So maybe you're from this area, maybe you've come in town and kind of driven around. You've seen these lots like over on the west side of Preston Road as you enter from the gates of Prosper. This is Starview. Now, I believe also this is the developer in here is going to be Blue Star Land Group. They're the same people that, this is Jerry Jones' business, but same people that built out Star Trail. So you can kind of assume that the curb appeal with these homes are going to be really good, but amenity wise, not going to be really comparable with some of the other big master plan communities. I would call this community more of an exclusive boutique community. Maybe they put a little bit of a barrier wall on the outside of the neighborhood. It doesn't look like they are setting up anything there, but just to give a little bit more privacy to this area. But once you get up a little bit further on the north side, a lot of these lots here, so these are all up on retaining walls. Now, not that I really want to be up on a retaining wall. If I was to choose a retaining wall, I'd rather be on the back of my house or where I can't see it. If you buy, like for example, if you buy one of these lots that are north facing and the back side, how it is a retaining wall, you are responsible for that retaining wall. So if that retaining wall starts breaking down, you would be responsible for it. Now, your neighbor on the backside is the one that's actually going to be dealing with it because they're the ones that are going to be looking at it in their backyard. But that's kind of how they handle retaining walls. I'd rather have one of these that's a little bit more up on the retaining wall instead of one in my backyard that's like 10 feet high. Not that these retaining walls really look 10 feet high. I've just walked into some neighborhoods where, you know, you take 3 steps and then boom, there's a huge retaining wall and there's no backyard. The details with this community, so you're gonna have 173 lots in here, so that goes back into my point of it just being really an exclusive community. The builders in here, from what I've seen, is Tradition Homes and Highland Homes. Tradition Homes is gonna be building 64 and 74 foot lots. They're gonna be coming early 2025, and that's what's showing from their website. Now, early 2025 could really be the end of Q2, beginning of Q2. I would say that they're probably still a couple months out from breaking ground on anything, but maybe only a month out or so from actually pre-selling things. I did receive an email from Tradition Homes about this neighborhood, and they've also kind of posted on their social media, so I'm sure they're going to be starting their pre-sale within the next month or so. The 64-foot lots in here are building anywhere from 2,900 square feet up to 4,200 square feet. The 74-foot lots are building anywhere from 3,500 square feet up to 4,600 square feet, and they're all going to have a depth of about 135. So that's about the same as, like, maybe if you're going to look at houses right now and you go into the neighborhood of like the parks at Wilson Creek and you see those backyards are like 130, some of them are 135 depth, so that maybe will give you an idea on like kind of the backyard sizes here. Now it is going to be dependent on what lot you go with, of course. Some are going to range and be bigger, some are going to be smaller. Now I can assume that the ones that are going to be bigger are going to have lot premiums of, for example, you could have a north facing lot or maybe a corner lot, and it's a little bit oversized, and it could be like somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000. And then you could also have something in here where it's a south-facing lot and it's zero. On the far north side of this community, you've got the elementary school right next to it. Prosper High School is not too far away in the school district, so everything's relatively close. And now Prosper's gotten to the point where it's kind of like Frisco, where it's about, soon here, it's going to be like almost every 2 miles or so there's going to be a school somewhere, or some type of school zone that you're going to be having to drive through. There is a walking trail on the outside of this community going around. Amenity wise, from what I'm seeing and what they're putting on their website, there's not really going to be an amenity center. They're saying all the amenities with this neighborhood are kind of associated with the Gates of Prosper, so you are walking distance to the Gates of Prosper, but you do still got to go over Lover's Lane. Would you really walk to these areas around here? Probably not, unless there was like some concert venue, mixed use development type of thing, like a legacy food hall. I could see people like walking over here, but I don't think people are going to really walk to like the T-Mobile store. Maybe you walk to the Starbucks, that's pretty close to here, but you're walking distance. But in reality, I think most people are going to be driving to, you know, most of the shopping stuff around here. And I pulled out my favorite floor plans. So for the 64-foot lots, they're going to have 9 floor plans. My top favorite ones I saw from there are the 5062 plan and the 5071. And then for the 74-foot lots, they'll have 6 floor plans to pick from. And my top favorites in there were the 6022 and the 6051. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's really hard to go wrong with any of those Tradition Homes and their floor plans. I really do like majority of them. School district in here is going to be Prosper. It's going to be zoned for Rucker Elementary, Reynolds Middle School, and Prosper High School. The commute out of here down to Dallas is going to be 40 minutes. Fort Worth is going to be 55 minutes away. Frisco is going to be technically across the street, but the heart of Frisco is going to be like 10 minutes away. Maybe you go down to the Fields of Frisco or the PGA. That's all like 10 minutes away. DFW Airport is going to be 30 minutes away. The grocery store right across the street, let's just say that's 2 minutes away. And then the nearest hospital, the Texas Health, is going to be 13 minutes away. The tax rate in here is going to be 1.99%. That might change over the next couple years depending on voting. It is going to be zoned for Collin County. I haven't seen anything get released on the HOA in here. 2 things on the HOA. If the HOA is anything over like $1,500 annually, I think that kind of sucks, because you're not really getting any other type of amenities within the neighborhood, unless they are going to bring some type of workout room or pool area. But I didn't see any of that from their websites, but I could be completely wrong, and they're just not doing a great job marketing it right now online. Or hopefully they offer like front yard maintenance. Realistically, I think a neighborhood like this should be somewhere around like $11,000 annually. That would make more sense for me. It's not going to be gated. There's not really going to be any type of security with it. So it's going to be kind of like an open border, you know what I'm saying? Tax rate 1.9. So like, let's just talk about prices in here. They don't have anything on their website for Tradition Homes. If I was a betting man, I think majority of these homes are gonna be somewhere north of $1 million. Now there's smaller square footage plans, maybe you're just barely over $1 million, but from what I'm seeing at like prices over at Windsong Ranch, you know, the 61-foot lots in there are like $900,000. These homes are gonna be a little bit bigger of a lot, way better location. So really the big thing with this one that's gonna catch a lot of people off guard, maybe with the prices and kind of put them off, is a lot of that premium with this neighborhood is going to be priced in just being literally right here at the Gates of Prosper. You can walk to it, like I was saying earlier, but you're probably going to drive to it. But the convenience factor, you're going to find that people up in Salina, people over in Aubrey, Texas, they come to this area to shop. So the fact that you're only like a minute away, That's gonna be reflected back in the price point. My guess is that these homes are gonna be in like the 1.2 to 1.3, 1.4. I think that if you are spending anything over 1.5 in this neighborhood, I would not pick this one, and I would jump over to Star Trail for a 1.5 or a 1.4 over there, because you're not too far away. You're still off 380 highway, still easy access to all these things. You'll be close to the Prosper Arts District that's getting built over there. I think there's a little bit better value with that. I think with this neighborhood, it's just gonna be more exclusive stuff, and you care more about being around the shopping and easy access to 380 and getting onto the Dallas North Tollway. Now, Star Trail, that's going to be an easier neighborhood to get onto the Dallas North Tollway, but we're talking about a 2 to 3 minute drive. Also, Star Trail doesn't offer Tradition Homes in it. If you want Tradition Homes, the next closest place is probably going to be the Parks at Wilson Creek, Mustang Lakes, or over at Windsong Ranch. So those are kind of the options there. We're now driving through some of the gates of Prosper. It's split up into two. So you have an east and a west side. We're right now driving through the west side of the gates of Prosper. You can see kind of the restaurants they have around here. So Fish City Grill, you've got Vision Works, you've got an Olive Garden, Verizon, there's a Walmart over here, you got a Whataburger, Texas Roadhouse. They're also going into their next phase, which they're putting up more kind of bigger warehouse type stores. I don't know what's gonna go in there, but you got like Hobby Lobby around here. PetSmart, I believe, is also around here. Specs is also around here. Michael. I mean, the list literally goes on and on. I feel like the only thing they don't have over here is a Chipotle. Or maybe I'm wrong. Do they have a Chipotle? There's so many. Let's jump to the other side. They got a Chili's, DSW, some sushi restaurants. And then going right here at this light, so basically you come out from that neighborhood, you turn on Lover's Lane, you go right down Preston, and then you're on Preston Road. Just going down south for another 15, 20 minutes, you'll get to the Stonebriar Mall. And then just going a light down, you turn right, and then you're about onto the Dallas North Tollway. So if you are a commuter, I think that this neighborhood is set up in a pretty location, but I do know that if you pick like a neighborhood like Star Trail, that neighborhood is going to have easier access once they finish building that bridge over 380, which they're getting pretty close on. And then this is over Preston Road. And here is the other side of the gates of Prosper. I'm sure that a good majority of you guys watching this video are pretty familiar with this development in here. This is the first thing you see whenever you drive into Prosper, Texas. And that's where it gets its name, the Gates of Prosper, because it's literally the first thing you drive into. Yes, but Walmart over on the right side, there's a Dick's Sporting Goods, Five Below, TJ Maxx. So that's gonna be the quick update on Starview. I just wanted to get out here, show you guys what that kind of looked like. I know maybe some of you guys saw the marketing that's going on with that, so I wanted to show you guys what that looked like and where it's located. But yeah, right off Preston Road, and Lover's Lane is where you can drive through there. You can drive through a bit of it, not all of it. There still was a good bit of roads in there that weren't fully developed out. If you guys have any questions about building or buying new construction within the Frisco, Prosper, or Salina market, or you are looking to work with Tradition Homes and go under contract with them with a build from scratch, would love to work with you and your family on your home search. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.